So finally, it is time to head out here on Sundarpatan multiplayer with the brand new scopes and take them for a snow leopard hunt, in addition to finally being able to use the gain here on a yak. So I think this should be a lot of fun, and let's go and see if we can find anything good. Now that is what we'd like to see, a max weight estimate snow leopard track here. We're just outside the lodge, and hopefully this guy's going to be somewhere down here in view. We haven't had a max weight estimate one in multiplayer in a while, so fingers crossed for this. I don't think he should be very far at all. There's a tar fleeing. This is going to be just now tracked, so he's got to be right in front of us. Finally, there's our guy, and he's just a mythical. The good estimate 27 to 29. Gonna try to get that shot. That was really interesting. Now, in the patch notes, there was something about snow leopard animations. I couldn't tell if that was a death animation or what happened, and really, I felt like that shot might have been a little bit high, but I think if it was spinal cord, it would have been a different animation. I can see vital blood, so somehow we clipped, I guess, the top of the lungs, and technically, I think mythical snow leopards have a chance at making diamonds, so fingers crossed on this. Got some tar taken off there. But as for this guy, first kill of the hunt, wow, 28.27, so a little bit shy still. Nice to see a big snowy again, and hopefully there's more where that came from, but kind of through the top of the lungs, got him double lung at 78. If we could only find one just a little bit bigger than that. Well, that surely didn't take long. Got another one right here in front of us. It's about 80 meters out, and really what I want to try to do is not spook this one, because I want to see if we can catch that animation a little bit more clearly. So if we can shoot it while it's not fleeing, it'll be a little bit easier to pay attention to that. So should be right over this hill. The wind's decent anyway. And she's right there. Now the problem is, that hill's a little bit in the way. So probably if we sneak up the hill a bit and then stand up, we should be able to get that shot over top of the rocks. So I'm gonna go ahead and crouch up again. By the way, high estimate level 3, which will be perhaps kind of interesting. And can we just get that through? Now that didn't look any different. It was a double long shot last time, and I assume that was a double long shot again. I don't know what the difference was. Maybe it was some kind of separate animation because it was moving. There were a bunch of species listed in the patch notes that got animation improvements, so gonna be something to keep an eye on as we go forward. But 2 snow leopards down in 15 minutes. Like I always say, sometimes you're into them, sometimes you're not. Hopefully we can stay on this kind of pace. It looks like whether we like it or not, we're about to find out how the gain here does on a wild yak. So I'm going to keep the sight down for this, just in the interest of trying to be able to see where we're aiming. That didn't find its way through the vitals, but I'm not so sure we didn't hit him in the skull. That did a little bit better. And we can see he starts to go down pretty quickly. I don't think that first shot did much. It does seem, though, maybe yak are a little bit tougher than Cape Buffalo. They're significantly bigger, but capes are always seemingly one of the toughest things in the game, regardless of how many other animals come out with higher weights or anything like that. Yeah, hit him in the jaw the first time, second time, got through both lungs and both shoulder blades. Like, that is nuts. Regardless, quick kill didn't help that we hit him twice, but it was 27%. That'll be fun to pay attention to going forward, and I'm sure we'll have more opportunities like that. So unfortunately, not too much going on for blue sheep or snow leopards on the west side of the map. Got a couple of decent blue sheep here though, and is one of my favorite areas to go through for snowy. So if that guy will stop, just try to get that shot in there with our duplex reticle on the 308, and we're basically just gonna scoot right up along through here. It kind of brings us back to where we started, but so often late in hunts, that's a really good area to try out. And actually, last time we did this, as we have a 139 blue-gray, got that heart shot in there too with the 308. We ended up killing a diamond tar, literally right up here. So gonna keep our eyes peeled for that kind of stuff as well as we scoot north here. Now finally, we've had another yak find us, so I want to try this again and hopefully get one good solid vital hit, which that's gonna be full quick kill. I mean, it's really crazy, honestly, that the gain here wasn't ethical for class 9 to begin with, but at that range, straight through both lungs and the liver, and obviously we see the 100% quick kill. I think it's going to be really fun to have this thing, because frankly, when you zero for 250, something the size of a yak up here, I don't think it's going to be too big a deal to get a vital hit. And those close range shots, being forced to be open sights, really it only helps. You don't have to worry about trying to take that scope off to make that shot at 10 meters or whatever we just had. So already, just based on the fact that we've had 2 max weight estimate snow leopard tracks, this is one of our best snowy hunts ever. I think maybe once we had 3 big ones. Other than that, it's pretty rare we even find one in multiplayer, so hopefully we can get eyes on this guy and figure out where he got to. Shouldn't be too far away. We're down here, like, getting close to the Pahad border, and that's part of the problem. Like, it's so difficult to know where you're going to encounter him. Man, another mythical, same estimate, 27 to 29. This time our shot angle is not quite as good, so we may need to wait on that a minute. And once again, we'll take it seriously just in case. This would be one of the rare ones that actually make diamond. He's probably broadside enough. Got to get him past all these trees, though. He's actually getting more broadside. About as good an opportunity as we could ask for. 2 big snowies down. Just 1 level below what we need. And even at that, I mean, we had our 1-9 months ago. I think that was in July. And that one even fell short anyway. But as for this guy, another snow variant. 28.24 this time. So I think he's like 0.02 or 0.03 less. Got him lung liver stomach though with that 308. And I didn't notice anything weird about that animation either. What the heck? Just picked up a melanistic disturbed veg from a max weight blue sheep. I have been like kind of dreaming of this. Blue sheep melas look amazing. And you know, we've got that leucistic snow leopard. And it's in a multi-mount with a leucistic blue sheep, but this could look incredible. Now, we better slow down. He was probably drinking, I don't know, maybe at this tiny lake. I checked these 2 during blue sheep drink time, and now he's got to be feeding somewhere around. But man, it would be really convenient if we can not spook this and just get him standing still. This has gone from super exciting to a problem, and we've already been disconnected once. However, if you ever get disconnected and you're tracking something special, don't spot anything, don't pick up any tracks. The track will stay highlighted. Now it says unknown again, but you'll see when we pick up this disturbed veg. This is the melanistic blue sheep track. As long as we don't click anything else, it will at least stay blue for us. So there you go. That's very old. Unfortunately, we were up to, I think, just now tracks. And it must have been down in here. He had started to go back towards where he was. But not only are we dealing with that, it's almost dark, and unfortunately, like, we still haven't even spotted him. But if we get some kind of shot opportunity, we may have to go for something risky, because I don't love that we got DC'd once, and I really don't love that the lighting's going to be an issue. The one good thing is, we can throw the night vision scope on, and maybe that could at least help us see. Okay, there are some blue sheep. Is our melanistic with him? I mean, the track's going right down that way. We've got a yak chasing us too, so that's just fantastic, but I gotta think he's down that direction. I don't even know how much he'd stand out down there against the trees. I think we should be able to see it with the night vision binoculars if he's there. Doesn't mean he wasn't already into the trees though. So they're clearly alert. We're gonna get run over if we stand here too long. I hate to get off his track, but my one thought is, well, I guess they're gonna have tracks here regardless. I was thinking of spotting them and seeing if their tracks were alongside his. I mean, I guess we're just gonna have to take care of this yak, and maybe, you know, spooking them is not gonna be a terrible thing here. I was kinda hoping we could get a brain shot just to get him out of the way. Oh boy. What the heck? Okay, I don't even know. That's our aggressive one. Let's get him taken out. I think all those other ones were just fleeing. I guess maybe the one thing that tells us is animals generally path that way anyway, so I'd say decent chance Armello was right down there, but as, you know, everything else that's going on right now, just didn't really work out for us. So now we're off his track. Would have been maybe this one? No, that's not it. Somewhere in here, though. I mean, this is the herd of them, and yet somehow I still don't see a Mela. I'm assuming he's maybe out front. It's a nice one there, but that's clearly not him. How is he, like, evading even being in our sight? He's got to be literally right here, and I still don't see him. Like, how? Where's he at? It's like hunting a ghost up here. That's not it. That's not it. Could he have gotten through there already? I guess so. Oh, there he is. Okay, that's a not huge one, up to 125. He probably will score 125, which I think means he's a gold. But I think we're going to try to get this if we can. I don't love that shot. I really want to try to get a vital. We're not just taking any terrible shot, but if he turns broadside or anything, that's something on the move I think I'm willing to go for. The other option is we just try to hang with them. Oh, there we go. And just catch them if they go nervous. He had turned there for a minute. Kind of getting broadside up there. Blue sheep run pretty far. They take a while to go nervous generally. I don't know. Maybe he will in our sight. There just wasn't really anything I was even remotely comfortable with. Especially all the time that we've spent following him. At least we know he's decent though. Okay, he's pretty broadside there. It's kind of far now. Oh, I don't think we got it. Tried another shot. It's going to end up being a silver. Man, that sucks. He turned right as we shot. And we just had to go for something. I mean, this was getting to be really, really worrisome. Disconnecting, getting dark, but he paused and we just should have taken the shot a little bit sooner. There's no way that was a lung hit. That's such a bummer. And we did it with the melanistic snow leopard too. 2 melas now. Definitely messed up shots. And in this case, I mean, I'm glad, well, hopefully we're going to be able to recover them. No guaranteeing we're not going to disconnect again. But I'm just glad that we're going to end up getting it down. Where did we end up hitting him? Because looks like there's maybe blood there. And the follow-up would have been a little bit further. Was it intestines? I almost grabbed the 44 lever action, and I so wish I had gone back and done it. My thought was we may end up in a situation like this, and the 44 would have been good to have. We'll see, depending on what the shot angle looked like. There's a chance that the 44 could have saved us. And it's such a cool looking sheep too. I mean, just one of the coolest melas in the game. 125 silver would have been a gold by about 9. Yep, 44 goes right through there into the liver, maybe lungs, no problem. Dang it. Oh, that sucks. He still looks amazing. But that really, I mean, he should have been a gold mela. Second shot, really not even close, just hit him in the back leg. Man, still really cool, but it sure sucks to disconnect and then just take a wild, probably shouldn't have done it shot. I think regardless, we'll probably just go back to the trophy lodge at that. Really, really could have been much cooler than it was though. I just looked, it was 48 minutes of following him. So like I said, honestly, I'm glad that we got it. I'm glad we didn't end up losing it forever. But just like, it looks so good. If that could have been the gold that it should have been. Definitely, I'd put that in the multi-mount with our Leucistic Snowy. As is though, we'll keep the 2 Leucistics together, and at least this guy gets his own full body platform here in the lodge. And, you know, maybe we should just bring the 44 more often. Although it didn't work on the Snowy, that was shot placement's fault. Having the 44 that time could have saved us. He's uneven and everything, just a really cool looking sheep. And I really, we should just be looking at the positives and the fact that we got him. When you disconnect in multiplayer, it's kind of rare you can even rejoin. So at least we kind of knew we could go get back on the track. At least we were able to get him. And our first rare with the new scopes, a melanistic blue sheep. Should have been a gold, we'll ignore that part. And I think a pretty good ending to our first hunt on Sundarpatan with those scopes as well. So anyway, that's going to do it for this video. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.